Hello Pisces, and welcome to your monthly reading. This is for Pisces. If this resonates with you Pisces, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. If this does not resonate with you at all Pisces, please do check your moon, your rising, and your Venus sign, as this will not resonate with every Pisces out there. Cross watchers, please keep in mind some of the energies can be vice versa, interchangeable. So however it resonates with you, this is for Pisces. This is for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Okay. A different decision in regards to a past person, right? And it's like they want a second chance at this, right? Like they've changed. But here's the problem. You've changed as well. So for you, it's going to be kind of a wait and see to see if their words match their actions. But what's going to happen here is there's going to be someone that's kind of watching all of this. And that particular person is going to give you information. It's like unexpected information that is going to prevent you from falling back into this trap again. Essentially, at the end of the day, this past person is going to walk away with their heart broken. So at one point, they broke your heart. And I do feel like them coming back around for like a second chance, it's getting your hopes up a little bit, but you are extraordinarily careful. It's a wait and see what they're going to do. But while you're waiting and seeing, like I said, there's going to be a piece of information that lets you know the original decision that happened in the past was the correct one. And so, all right, let's see. Before we get too deep into this love situation, and it feels a little complicated, we will be reading, or I will be reading career after the love reading. Then after all is said and done, we will get you a little message from the universe and see what the universe has to say with that oracle deck. Also, for those of you that are interested in a private reading, you can visit secrettarot.com for more information, and I'll leave the link in the description and also pinned in the comments. So this particular person, they've went through some changes. That's definitely a fact, okay? And you are hopeful for these changes. When they do come back around, they're trying to talk to you. I do feel like you get your hopes up in regards to the changes that you see in this person. However, you have also changed. You've transformed. You've learned a lot of lessons, and it does stem from this individual. So it's almost like this earth angel person kind of lets you know a certain piece of information that, and you will realize that that ending is pretty solid, right? The ending should be an ending. So we have the death card here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. The connection between you and this person runs deep. I do feel like there's history here, especially with this Six of Cups at the heart of the situation. There's definitely history here between you and this person. And you could be dealing with a Gemini or somebody with Gemini in their chart. But at the end of the day, you're going to be following your heart in a different, completely different direction. And this past person, they're not going to be happy about that. You're going to be in this state of, I hope these changes are true with this past person, but I'm kind of not holding my breath. And then this particular individual, and like I said, it's very earth angel vibes from this person. They give you a piece of information to let you know this is not something that you should totally revisit. The lessons were learned, and it's time to move in a different direction. So we got the Lovers here. You're watching and waiting to see what they're going to do, what they're going to say, if their words match their actions. So I'm seeing this Page of Swords, and I'm seeing this Seven of Pentacles. You're kind of leaving it up to them to prove these changes. There are significant changes, but how deep and how far do they go? It's not as deep and as far as what is needed to get back into a good place with you. And you're going to see that during your waiting and watching period, and it's going to be solidified by this piece of information. So what you're going to find out is, yes, there's been significant changes with this person, but they're still like an erratic, immature, inconsistent energy about them with that Knight of Wands there. Okay. So you are essentially not allowed to fall in the same trap. Okay. There was a decision in the past that was already made in regards to this relationship. We have Justice. Very karmic, very past life feeling, but in a very karmic way. You could be dealing with a Libra. So we have the Six of Cups and we have Judgment. So they're going to attempt to change your mind, have a second chance here. And you're just kind of waiting and seeing, waiting and watching, seeing how they move, seeing how they operate. Have they changed so much that you could actually have a new beginning with this person? That's going to be a no. And you will realize that. But you do have past life, right? It was past life karma. It was a huge lesson. And it's you, at the end of the day, it's like this earth angel is going to guide you away from this. You are protected in this. And it may not feel like you are, but once you look back at all of this, you will know how protected you are. And so we have the Sun card here. This is Leo energy. And like I said, at the end of the day, you're going in a completely different direction, a new direction. But there is hope here for a moment. And you see this person has changed in different aspects of their life, but maybe not, it's like they're not settled in their soul enough for a serious romantic situation, right? It's almost like this has to be revisited as a kind of a validation for you. It will be very validating, and it's like time for this to happen. We have the Star card here, But you're going, Aquarius energy, you're going to realize that your dreams, your wish that you once had for this person is going to be in a completely different direction. Now, that's not going to stop them from coming forward and speaking to you. Maybe even some apologies, maybe, trying to be charming, trying to get the romance stirred back up, but it's simply not enough. The talk is not enough. It's like a little less talk, a lot more action, and you're not going to be seeing the action that you need in order for them to change your mind. All right? So you're in this waiting period to see kind of what's going to happen here. And you've got your eyes wide open. So 7 of Pentacles there. At the same time, there's going to be a particular individual. You could be dealing with a fire sign, somebody with fire in their chart, male or female. There's going to be a particular individual that's going to give you a piece of information to let you know that this is not going to go a certain way. They may have gotten certain aspects, this past person may have gotten certain aspects of their life together, but in regards to emotions, intimacy, romance, they need a whole lot of work. And it's a very much an earth angel vibe that's going to bluntly give you this information. And when you hear this, it's like another realization that, yeah, okay, this just needs to be an ending. Thank you for kind of coming back around and showing me your progress. Thank you for the apologies, but the actions are not going to match the words coming out of their mouth. And so you could be dealing with an earth sign or somebody with earth in their chart, male or female. Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like this person is going to be under heavy surveillance by you to see if you can take them seriously, if there will be a serious offer given to you. You also, at the same time, do not want them to distract you from the focus of what you have built for yourself and how far you have come. This is why you're being so careful. And it's like you don't want them to disturb your peace, but your peace will be slightly disturbed, but you're smart enough to know, let's see what they do, right? But with this piece of information that's coming to you, it's still, you're going to understand that you're kind of dodging another heartbreak from this individual with that 3 of Swords there, but also this individual is going to understand that it's just going to be a no from you. And essentially at the end of the day, they will be the one that gets hurt. Three of Swords for Pisces. This is for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? You're on a completely different timeline here. This is almost like a revisiting the situation to see if you're truly ready for what's real. Right? To see if you're truly ready for your forever. It could be a test from the universe itself. So the only positive shift that is coming out of this is with you. Taking the lessons that you have learned, knowing that you are right, and moving just in a completely different direction. And you will be blessed that you did. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. All right, let's take a look at your career. You're working very hard. And I see something brewing that you want to get into, right? So it's like you're okay, but you want more, right? It's like you're just trying to get, you're working, you're trying to get things to grow. It's just not moving fast enough for you. There's a wish that you have, a passion that you have that you want to get up and running. You're ready for more. You're ready for change. And it's something that you need to take action on. It's something of your own. And it's like you got to get out of this one step at a time, waiting to see if one thing is going to produce fruit, and just kind of take control and do this wish, do this thing that you want to do, right? This could be your own business. This could be writing. This could be whatever. It's something that you are very passionate about. And it's almost like you get hit with a bit of a realization, right? So it's like one day you're just sitting there and you're like, what I'm doing is okay, but it's not really going anywhere. It's not bearing the fruit that I want. So you are going to do something about that, and you are going to take action. This is an idea that's been brewing in your head, and it's like, that's it, right? That's it. Let's revisit this idea. Let's start to put it into action. It's a wish that you've had for a very, very long time, and it's like the time is now. The time is now to make this happen. So it's like you had to make a decision to put this wish on hold because of life, because it's a passion, right? And it wasn't, it's like, okay, if I do this, then I'm going to start. It's like a starving artist kind of thing. So you had to get like a normal job. And life happened. Well, you're at a point where you can revisit this and you can pivot in that direction and kind of make your dream come true, but you do have to take action on this. So it's kind of time to do this. You're at a good space where you can make this happen. Time to take action, time to do the research, time to follow your heart and expect a great transformation when you start to go after this dream. All right. And it's like, okay, you're going to discuss this with certain people. I feel like it's possibly family. You're going to be worried, okay, am I going to be able, because you're going to have to do like two things at the same time. And I'm seeing, okay, you're going to have to be practical about your everyday job that you're having to do. And then you're going to have to get passionate about this thing that you want. So you're going to be like having two roles here. But at the end of the day, it shifts. It shifts your timeline. It shifts your reality. We got the Wheel of Fortune here. It's time for you to do this. So what's going to happen once this thing starts taking off and creates great change for you, your passion, your dream, you're going to be able to let go of that regular job, right? And essentially they will lose you because it's kind of not going anywhere. It's like, it is what it is. This is what I have to do to pay the bills. Essentially, they're going to lose you. And but you're going to land right here where you and yours are quite happy. So you will not regret putting this passion, putting this dream of yours into action. It's time for you to do this. All right. This is for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? We have blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. So you've learned a lot of lessons, especially in regards to this love situation, right? It's up to you on what you want to do here, but there's going to be realizations that it's almost like you've outgrown this person. And I feel like when the two of you were together, they shifted a lot of the weight of the relationship onto you. And since that time, you've grown. You've set some healthy boundaries for yourself, and you realize your happiness lies with you. And it's like you're not counting on anybody else to make you happy. So I feel like you've changed. Yes, they've changed, but not to the point where they would be good for you romantically. You're moving on to other things. You're moving on to other things. Bigger and better things. You've outgrown them. You're on a different level at this point. In regards to this career situation and this dream and this passion that you want to pursue, it's time for you to do it. No more procrastinating. No more putting it on the shelf. It's time for action. And if you don't do it, right, you're not going to be quite happy with yourself. If you do it, there's a lot of happiness coming to you and yours, because it will work. It will work. It's not going to be easy. You're going to be having to do a couple different things at the same time. But at the end of the day, this dream will allow your whole life to transition in a good way. All right, Pisces, that's what's going on. I hope that resonates with some of you, most of you, all of you. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you would like a private reading with me, you can visit secrettarot.com for more information. I'll leave the link in the description and also pinned in the comments. You guys have a beautiful day and a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, and God bless.